It is now 6:16. Betsy Kling is here. After a couple days of fall, you say summer returns.
Yeah, summer is nowhere near done, especially astronomically. It's 1 month from today is the official start of fall.
But meteorologically, it starts September 1st.
There you
I
go.
didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I've heard
Right, okay.
in certain circles,
All
but
right.
mostly I rely on you to keep me
Well, that's
straight on that one.
big problem.
But yeah, so meteorological and astronomical fall will begin next month, but it's still feeling a little bit like fall this evening. Clear skies continue, dry air in place. That means cooling temperatures. We're going to be back right around the 60-degree mark by the midnight hour. As far as how we're sitting right now, it is a beautiful evening and the temperatures are fine. Temperatures right now 72 at Hopkins, but once again, the star of the show, the dew point number is only at 48. We have 43% relative humidity. It is just super comfortable. We are sitting in the upper 70s farther south. Tropical Dover still checking in at 77 at this hour. It's 70 in Ashtabula, and the temperatures through the evening will be fading, but in the longer range forecast, this is what the temperatures are going to be doing. So today was below average, our little paltry high of 75, and the average high on this date is 82. Look what happens as we go through the next couple of months. And by December, you know the drill here in Northeast Ohio. It's cold in the wintertime. Our average highs are only in the upper 30s. So it's a pretty significant swing in temperatures that we are treated to here in Northeast Ohio. And it's that ebb and flow of the weather that always makes things very interesting. And part of that ebb and flow, you go from highs and lows, but you're also getting air masses from different areas. And that's really what sets the stage for the big change that's coming as we get into the weekend. The air mass that we currently have in place is coming at us from Canada. High pressure sitting here. This is continental air. So that means there's not a water resource for it to pull in a lot of humidity. So we have nice dry air that is sitting over us. Then it is cool air, in fact. But out to the west, it's a very different story. They have a big pole coming in from the Pacific Ocean, so they have abundant amount of humidity. They also have a lot of heat that is building, and it is that bubble of hot air that's going to be in the driver's seat, not just this weekend, but clear into next week. And when I say it's in the driver's seat, I mean literally all of the storm systems rotate right around it. So that bubble of hot air is sitting down here in the Lone Star State, and you can see how the rain chances are going right up through the Rockies and over into the northern plains states before it starts to come back down to the southeast. Now, when those storms start to move to the that kind of puts us in line for that. So we have to keep an eye on where this big bubble of hot air will be moving to, and it is going to expand across a big chunk of the central part of the country. By the time we get into Sunday, you can kind of see this little pattern that sets up when we may end up being on the trajectory of any of the storms that fire farther north to slide our direction. But there is not a big chunk of relief that's going to be coming, at least this weekend. As a matter of fact, early next week, it still looks like we're going to hold on to the heat and the humidity, but you can see by the middle and end of next week, that's when things start to change on us and another storm system will be coming in. So that's part of that ebb and the flow. Now, as far as our local forecast goes, just to take you quickly through our hour by hour, you can see we have temperatures that are going to be in the mid 60s through 9 p.m. in many of our areas. But then tonight, overnight, with mostly clear skies in your National Design Mark forecast, you can see we drop back into the 40s to right around 50 degrees in the early morning tomorrow. So another crisp start to the day, but the sunshine, the building southerly breeze will help to pull temperatures up quickly as we get into the afternoon. And we are anticipating temperatures tomorrow to top out likely in the low 80s across the area. We'll be in the mid 80s then this weekend and warming in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. The humidity will also be building, and that actually raises a concern for early next week. That pair of 88s you see Monday and Tuesday will also be accompanied by much more humidity. We have kids that are back in school now. Not all the schools are air conditioned. So we're going to run into where it's a little bit uncomfortable for our learners.
We'll stay tuned. All right, Betsy, thank you.